My mom kicked me out at 16 for her real family. 15 years later, she showed up begging me to pay for my siblings' college. The day she told me to leave, I was folding laundry in my room. She stood in the doorway and said, "We need to talk about your living situation." No hug, no conversation, just cold. Her new husband, Brian, had been hinting for months that I was extra baggage. The twins were turning 2, and apparently I was taking up too much space. Funny how money was never tight when she wanted her weekly mani-pedis, or when Brian bought his 3rd motorcycle. But me, I was disposable. "You're mature enough to figure things out," she said, avoiding eye contact. My grandparents had a spare room, so she'd already decided. I stuffed everything I owned into 2 garbage bags, loaded them into my beat-up minivan, and drove away. She watched from the kitchen window, didn't even come outside to say goodbye. For the next 15 years, I saw her exactly 4 times, only at funerals. She'd nod politely like I was some distant cousin, never asking about my life. Meanwhile, her Instagram was full of family vacations, birthday parties, and the twins' achievements. I wasn't in a single photo. I put myself through college, warehouse shifts at night, catering gigs on weekends, tutoring between classes. I graduated with honors in computer science. No party, no "I'm proud of you," just silence. Last month I got promoted to senior director at a Fortune 500 company. The salary? Life-changing. I celebrated alone with takeout, like every milestone. Before. Then, 3 weeks later, she showed up at my apartment. I almost didn't recognize her through the peephole. Time had not been kind. Gray roots, bargain store clothes, stress written all over her face. "Hi, honey," she said, like we'd spoken yesterday. Turns out Brian's business had failed, their savings were gone, and they were facing foreclosure. The twins, my siblings I'd met twice, had both gotten into expensive private colleges. "We're so proud of you," she said, shifting nervously on my couch. "Since you're doing so well, maybe you could help with their tuition. It would mean the world to your family." Family. That word cut deeper than anything. I pulled up my banking app and showed her my balance. "You see this number? Every dollar came from 70-hour work weeks, from sacrifices you never cared about. I built this life alone while you were busy playing perfect mom for your real family." Her face went pale. She tried the waterworks, talked about mistakes, about pressure, about wanting to rebuild. I listened quietly, then walked to a drawer and pulled out something I'd kept for 15 years, a crumpled note, the one I left on her counter the day I moved out. I'd written, "Thank you for everything. I'll stay in touch." "You never responded," I said, softly. "I kept this because I thought maybe one day you'd remember I existed, that you'd call, just to ask if I was okay." Her tears were real now, but they were 15 years too late. I opened the door. "Good luck with tuition. I need to get to work." She begged for 5 more minutes, said we could rebuild, that the twins would love to know their big brother. I handed her the note. "Give this to your real children. Maybe they'll understand why family helps family, and why some bridges stay burned." She left sobbing. I made coffee and checked my investments.